Okay, easy fix to have a lighter connection with your partner, more flight, better shape, more light and shape. And we're gonna call this the elevator drop. So an escalator goes going up the subway. The elevator goes up and down, and we're gonna pretend, whether we're going forward or backwards, that someone just cut that connection rope or whatever it is. So when you drop or you go forward or backwards in the ballroom dances, you're gonna go broken rope and out rather than couple of reasons for this, and I'm going to show this as lead and follow. And for leads today, we're going to emphasize your forward action because this is where we're seeing it the worst for leads. So when we go forwards, we don't want to go, especially because the lead's big old beefy muscles up here, you're going to end up doing this. This is not a dominant top line. As lady, I'm like, he's all over me. I don't want to shake because I don't want to pull on you. So we're trying to keep upright. Rope. I've committed no weight, diddly squat. And obviously the more flight you want, the more shape you get. The more we're going to do a drop and a weight rather than a drop and a go. And I'm going to show that as lead with a follow, both right and wrong. And if you do this little, I'll say thigh exercise at home, this is going to help you out. Just with time, I don't care how long you maintain it, but ultimately you're going to have to want to go as low as you can. Even Open Pro, we're always like pushing, 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 pushing to maximize. You might also have heard this as standing leg action instead of being split weight all the time like a normal person walks. So I'm going to show that with a model. So when I go forward, I do want to do patience, 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 or broken rope, broken rope, broken rope, and then I go rather than go. Okay? I guarantee you're going to armpit her, all sorts of problems ensue. It ends up being really jerky. You don't get the flight, all the good juju. Okay, I'm going to show that as lady now. And for follow, I want to do this both forwards and backwards. It's a little bit harder in the high heels, but you're ballroom dancers, you can do it. So give me 2 shakes of the land tail to show first as lady. I'll show you with a partner in a second here. So when I go backwards, which is the majority of the time as a follow, I'm going to go, ideally, elevator shaft and roll instead of, especially as an experienced dancer, you know what the lead is, you just want to go. And then if you just go, it pulls on him. He's going to come over you and squeeze you for balance, and then you're going to complain about it. So, rope drop and roll instead of going backwards down the escalator. We want to go drop, roll. This is going to be a lot more graceful, controlled. It also keeps your heavy bits forward so he can feel what the heck I'm doing, okay? Otherwise you end up pulling on him or being heavy. So let me show that backwards movement as lady. And go ahead and I guess we'll have you go forward on your right foot. So an actual center of the camera. So I do want to go patience, 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 roll, rather than, I'll go ahead and go forward. I feel him go and I want to go. Like I want to be a little more patient in my response. If you're a beginner, this totally doesn't apply. But for a competitive lady, certainly as follow, I know what he's doing and he wants me to go forward, so be patient. As long as I am on one standing leg, he can keep going and that lead will be encouraged to go through me instead of pulling him. And I'm going to do the same thing for lady when I'm going forward. I know it's hard to do in these darn high heels, but I want to do rope drop and then roll instead of, oh, he wants me to go that way. It's a reverse wave and just going, or depending on what the figure is, say it's a closed change step, going, bad news bears. I want to drop and then roll through the foot. And let me show that as follow with me going forward. And so I'm just gonna have you go back on the right foot. So good is, and go ahead and stay on the forward foot to do this, is dropping, 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 and then going instead of, actually let's go and roll through the foot so we can do that too. So I'm dropping, I'm dropping, I'm dropping, and I roll instead of, I feel him go, and I'm gonna go with him. Resist that urge. And so that's gonna help your flight, your balance, your shape, all of the good stuff, and just make the connection easier to feel your partner.